Hey guys, I'm very excited because of the fact that Dream Tour is coming up in not joking, 3 days. And I'm very excited. But I realized something that I'm gonna do after I film. Is, I realized I have not fully figured out the outfit for that day. And I kind of have to figure that out. For multiple reasons. Reason number one being that I need to have it ready to go that day because we have to kind of afternoonish, and so that's gonna be even though the show isn't until 7 o'clock at night, but that is because we have a drive ahead of us and we don't know about parking, how long everything could take, and just a lot of stuff going into that. But also, luckily I don't have to rush, have a super rush morning. Also, I have no idea, and I'm the type of person where sometimes I go back and forth on something, and then at the end, I end up having what I started. I'm the type where I will literally pick something out, an outfit or something for a special day, and Dream Tour, and then I'll be yes, I love this, and then I'll kind of second guess it, and then I'll be I'm not sure about it, and so I'll find something else, and then I'm oh, this is good, and then I go back and forth, and finally I end up picking one, so I want to make sure that is figured out for that day. But make sure you subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and stuff. So sorry, today I'm kind of everywhere with my head, and today is I'm enjoying not having dance. Yesterday was a very hard dance class. I didn't even make it all the way through. I physically, and it was hard because for some reason yesterday, I don't know if it was because Abby kind of did her warm up a little bit differently or what, but for some reason yesterday, I was not flexible, and it was mistake after mistake after mistake. And so, that was kind of that was a little bit not the most fun thing ever because I get really annoyed with myself over one mistake, let alone a lot of them. And what I mean by that was something I'll generally say that I'm working on is whenever I do either my right side split or my left side split, and my hips are not squared. And what that means is my my entire hips and that my hips literally are turned out so much where it faces the camera instead of the direction my split. Instead of when it should be like this, it's out here. And that is kind of because I generally I don't have a lot of flexibility in my hips. It has made a massive improvement, but also I don't really know what causes that. Because when I'm sliding into my split, they're perfectly squared off. They're pointing that leg exactly how they're supposed to be. And then right when I get to the very end, I entirely turn. And when I go to force myself back, it's it just doesn't happen. So it was that, and it was worse than normal, so that was kind of annoying. And then also my straddle, I can usually get farther down than what I was doing. Luckily that one wasn't too much worse than normal, but it still was not great. And then just kind of constant one thing after another, with mistakes. And so everything just felt challenging yesterday. So, and I wasn't even tired. So, like, I kind of, like, got annoyed with myself for a minute. And, like, I remember why you're doing this. You're doing this because you want to become a pop star. You have all these dreams, but you're also doing it because you want to prove everyone that, like, you're also doing this because you genuinely love it. And also, I'm sure there's people out there who want to see me fail. And I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm not going to let that happen. No one said anything, by the way. Like, that's just generally, like, I feel like with the career path that I, like, chose and that I'm heading on, I'm, like, one day becoming a pop star, like, there's hate. And there's haters sometimes. But also, like, I'm doing this for fun, and, like, I enjoy it. And, like, that's something that I will generally say, is that, like, there's some people, like, I heard this, like, before, where, like, some people that complain, like, oh, like, about work or something, and, like, are saying, like, let me read word that. There's some people that, like, I kind of, like, almost not, like, talk about more as, like, work's not fun, and I'm like, you just haven't found the right type of work for you. And you find something that you generally love, go for it, because then you don't have to, like, balance out, like, working while also having fun. Like, you get to do both at the same time. And that's what I'm saying. So, like, yeah, you just haven't found the right thing. And so, like, I was generally, like, starting to get annoyed. And then I, like, thought about that, and then I, like, kind of thought back on, like, I kind of just imagined what my crush would say to me. And, like, if he, like, was actually with me in the room or something. And even though he's not, unfortunately, I do wish that I, like, could find him one day, but, like, and not, like, inappropriate or anything. I mean, like, if he was in the room, like, watching me dance and watching me get annoyed with myself. And then after all of that, I was good. And like, it was, like, getting, like, I could tell because that it was kind of just not, like, the greatest, like, moment. And that's okay. Like, I feel like sometimes you just need a little knockdown to reach something much better. And I feel like what I was more annoyed with was that things that should be getting better week after week after week kind of, like, took a little dip back, or, like, a step back, and, like, were a little bit worse. And, like, flexibility, like, I was just having an off day, and I felt like my body was just like, no, was telling me, like, do we have to dance today? Like, can we just take a like, day off of stretching? But then I actually did something in dance that I was really, really happy about, and, like, kind of, like, put me in a happier mood, which was that, so Abby and Gianna, like, whenever we do a warm-up and whenever we get to our split, sometimes, I mean, this happens most of the time. I don't remember this not happening, but, like, I'm sure, like, there's times that they haven't done it, where they will have us, like, go all the way forward. Like, basically, like, we'll be in our split, and we'll have to, like, lean forward and, like, grab, like, get our hand as far past our, like, foot as possible, or grab our foot or something. And, like, we basically have to, like, lay our entire, like, I want to say, like, from our waist, like, I would say, like, from our, like, stomach area on up, like, we have to, like, lay our entire body in, from that, like, area, like, stomach on up, on our leg, as we're in a split. And, like, like, before that seemed impossible, and now it's, like, yesterday I, like, did it and it still wasn't all the way down there, but it was like so close. And so like that kind of made me happier because I don't know, like one night, I'm not joking, one night because we did it on Wednesday, it had made a like little bit more of an improvement, and I literally only did it in class, like, so that was really good. That one kind, I felt like once that kind of happened, and then like here and there, like just little things happened that like went well. I feel like that like got me more excited, and then like in the end made the dance class and me. By the time we got to acro, I physically couldn't. Like I was so like drained. I'm like not tired, not like no energy. It's just my body was like, I I just want a break, and I'm like nope. And it wasn't like oh like I was sore or anything. It was literally like I could just tell that like I just kind of needed like a little bit of like a break. And I'm like I worked really hard. I never like I never like I always try to like take dance class and like I be like work really hard on like training to be professional and like all of this, and I always like do it with like whatever Abby or my dance teacher throw at it. I always try to like do it like happy with a smile on my face like that situation, and I'm like I'm just gonna like log off, took a break, and that and today I'm like I'm back, I'm better than ever. I feel like that break is what I needed, and I do not have dance today, so that's kind of like that kind of got annoyed. Like I got annoyed with that because I'm like, why can't like yesterday be today and today be yesterday? Like I don't know. That break like kind of helped and stuff. I'm gonna say peace out for now. Sorry, there's not much.